Today's top stories. The International Atomic Energy Agency said today in its latest report on Iran's nuclear program that it has not resolved questions about Western intelligence allegations that Tehran had carried out nuclear weaponization studies. A report also called on Iran to be transparent and implement the IAEA's Additional Protocols, which provide for wider-ranging, snap inspections by IAEA officials. In reaction, the White House today said Iran should stop enriching uranium or risk facing further United Nations Security Council sanctions. Iran has in the past dismissed as fabricated the IAEA intelligence which the agency says it has acquired from 10 countries. Speaking to reporters today in Tehran, Iran's Foreign Ministry spokesperson Hasan Qashqavi said Iran would not comment on the report until after reading and analyzing it. U.S. Defense Secretary Robert Gates arrived in Baghdad today, preparing to transfer command of the war in Iraq to Lieutenant General Ray Odierno, as the U.S. gives control of more Iraqi territory to Baghdad. He credited General David Petraeus' brilliant strategy to the success of the U.S. surge in quelling Iraqi violence, and said Odierno was the right person to succeed Petraeus as U.S. commander in Iraq. Gates was also due to discuss the status of forces agreement with leaders in Baghdad, which would govern the status of U.S. forces in Iraq past 2008. Neighboring Iran, which fears the U.S. will use Iraqi territory to launch an attack against it, said today some important points had yet to be clarified in the agreement. Iran's Air Force and Islamic Revolution Guards Corps began a joint aerial military exercise today, amid growing concerns of an Israeli or U.S. strike on the country's nuclear facilities. Brigadier General Ahmad Migani told reporters today that the exercise, named Defenders of the Guardian Sky, are taking place in over half of Iran's 30 provinces, saying, quote, "The aims of this are to practice tactics, the use of modern equipments, and to increase the preparedness of our country's armed forces. The West suspects that Iran's nuclear program has a military aim, a charge Iran strongly denies. The U.S. and Israel have not ruled out a military option if diplomatic measures fail to halt Iran's nuclear program." These stories and more at IranVNC.com.